Hey everyone, Craig Ripley here. Welcome once again to Living Off the Slab. So for today, what we're going to do is continue our discussion that we started in the last video about my route. Last time we talked about Boston to LA. Now we're going to talk about LA coming back to Boston. As I said last time, my wife is going to be joining me for this second half of this trip. She's flying out to LA. I'll spend a day there where I'm going to pack up all of my camping gear, send it back home. We'll actually be sending some of her clothes back as she's going to come out, I think, a week early and visit some family, right? And then she's going to have to send all of her riding gear out from Boston out to LA. So we'll have to pick up all of that and get it all organized so we're ready to go the following day to hit the road. But once we are ready, well, we're going to hit the road and basically head north on PCH, right? The Coast Highway, right? The first night we're going to make it to Ragged Point, and then we're heading up to places like Albion and then Fortuna, Half Moon Bay in between there as well. We're going to go across the Golden Gate Bridge, and of course we're going to get to ride through some of the great redwood forests up there in Humboldt County and Avenue of the Giants. So on this first part of the trip, I'm just going to be taking it easy, right? I'm really trying to take my wife into consideration here because if you guys have been following this channel for some time, you know she had her own little motorcycle accident back in 2017, and she's still recovering, to be honest with you. Right, she still has some broken bones that are healing, and so I'm trying to make sure that this ride is comfortable for her. So we're trying to stick to that 200-mile range, or maybe just a little bit under every night. So we're probably making some extra stops along the way that we may not have to if I was riding alone, right, or Kathy was in better health, but we're just going to take it easy and have a nice, relaxing time. So once we make our way up the California coast, we're going to head up into Oregon and we're going to stop and visit Crater Lake. Right, that's a place I've just always wanted to go. I remember my grandparents going there when I was a little kid, and ever since that I've always wanted to see it. After visiting Crater Lake, we're going to head towards Boise, Idaho. Going to take us a couple of days to get there, again, keeping the miles down and reasonable. And then from Boise, we're going to head up to Missoula. But again, it's going to take us a couple of days to get there. During that time, we're going to go through Lolo Pass. Right? Basically, there's two ways to get from Boise to Missoula. Both of them are beautiful. The last time I did it with Stephen and Peter, when we were headed up to Alaska, we took the more easterly route. This time we're going to take the more westerly route, which is to go through Lolo Pass. From Missoula, we're going to head over to Bozeman, and then from Bozeman, we are going to go over to Graybull, Wyoming. Now in Graybull, Wyoming, we are going to stop there for a night, but then we're going to head into the Bighorn National Forest, which is another place that I got to ride previously, but have always wanted to go back again because it is just really beautiful, and I want to show my wife some of this amazing country. So after Graybull, we're going over to Gillette, where we can go and see the Devil's Tower National Monument. Again, a place that I've got to see, but I want my wife to be able to see it as well. And then from there, we're going to head through Spearfish Canyon, over to Sturgis, see Deadwood, and make our way over to Rapid City, South Dakota. In Rapid City, well, we're going to spend actually 2 nights there, right? The second day that we're there, we are going to go down and we're going to ride around Mount Rushmore and Needles Highway, Iron Mountain Road, and some of the other just beautiful roads that they have down in that area. Then after that, well, Kathy's going to have to fly home. She's flying home from Rapid City. Again, at least that's the plan right now, right? And she'll be leaving me, and then I will be taking the rest of the trip on my own. Now once Kathy leaves, I am going to head up to Sioux Falls and then Fargo and Duluth and then head over the top of the Great Lakes. And I'm really not sure upon the route there yet. I'm still working on that part of it. I've heard different things. People have been giving me some suggestions, so I really have to work that out, work out my stops and everything. But I'm going to end up near the Montreal area and then heading back into the U.S. there and going down through Vermont, probably stopping in West Dover, which is one of our local haunts here for the Massachusetts Bay Victory Riders and my riding group, and then eventually making it all the way back home. So that'll be the end of it. And I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that. Will I be ready to come home? Probably. Will I be missing my wife? Well, probably. No, most definitely, actually. But will I want to stay out there? Well, yeah, I probably want to stay out there too. So we'll see how all this goes. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are all going to follow along. And as always, thank you to everybody who supports this channel in whatever way that you do it. Right? There's ways that you can do that if you wish in the description of this video. And I really appreciate, again, everything that everybody does to help keep these videos coming. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Again, we'll have another video coming soon.